We welcome you back to the Adelphi Sports Network. I am Perry Miles. To my right is Coach Savino. Impressive performance today, from the get-go to the finish.
Yeah, we really played well today. I thought that we defended really well, really well. You know, and then the other thing that happened today, which was positive for us, is that we got a lot of guys in there for the match. You know, and a lot of kids played. I think everybody, pretty sure everybody on the team played, but some guys got really good quality minutes. You know, we're going to need those guys in the stretch. I mean, we got a road to go.
It was rather difficult to handle the big man in the middle. Jansen continued to switch up between Morgan and Simpson. Was that the intended plan, or was there a plan for fouls?
No,
that was it.
No fouls.
No fouls.
There's no plan for fouls. We commit enough on our own. We don't need help planning for fouls. No. Simpson and Morgan did a great job, I thought, even with the kid's line was. I mean, the last game they played against Southern Connecticut, he was 11 for 13 inside. So, I mean, you know, those two guys did a great job. So he was 5 for 7 today, but still in all, that was really good.
If you hold him to 5 field goals, that's how tall he is. You must have done an outstanding job defensively, running the post and then going inside, the backside help.
Absolutely. I mean, the guys on the weak side did a lot of help. You know, I mean, once they showed that they were on the weak side, and that took away their lob pass.
Did this game feel as if the same way with St. Rose? You told me that in the St. Rose game, we were waiting for their run. Were you waiting at all for their run, or you felt like you had more command of this game?
No, we talked about it at halftime. We talked about they got to run, they're going to come back after. We got to be ready when we come out. You know, we got to be there, be ready to play, and play hard. And you know, I thought we did a really good job for a while. You know, I mean, we were up. I don't know even how much we were up at one point. I don't know.
It was 27 points at one point, but you guys forced 16 turnovers in the first half, which got you out to that 17-point first half lead. Once you got to halftime, what did you tell the defense, and how much more motivation could really be other than the 16 turnovers?
Well, you know, the biggest key that we have here, which has always been before I got here, you know, we play pressure on the ball. I mean, and I think we do a pretty good job of putting pressure on the ball, and that's just carried over for tradition here. That's the tradition here, is to play defense and put pressure on the ball, and fortunately we've been able to follow through with that.
Now the Adelphi Panthers will at least have a share of the conference lead at 6-1 heading into non-conference play. How difficult of a matchup are these upcoming games? CW Post, Bloomfield.
You keep asking me these questions, Mary. I never look ahead. I have not seen, except I will tell you, I saw CW Post. They played Syracuse that night in an exhibition game on TV. They played St. John's. I take that back.
Yes.
I take that back. I watched 10 minutes of it, taped the rest of it. I think my wife released it on me though.
Oh, but, no!
But you know, I mean, honestly, I swear, I do not go ahead. I mean, you know, it's the league. It doesn't, you know, I mean, it's the league. Yes, you know, we're going to go after these next 3 games hard. Yes, we really want it, but you know what? We're 6-1 in the league. I mean, that's
impressive.
That's really where we are, and that's really impressive. And that's, you know, wow. That's all I got to say is wow.
It has been a difficult road. You had 3 straight road wins. You've had 3 straight home wins as well. 7 straight wins for the team in general. The last time a Delphi team did it, you had David Akinoye, Richard Bird, Cosgrove, Harkins handling the point quite well.
Richie Hawkins is ridiculously good point guard. I mean, if you come and watch him play, and you see how he controls the game, offensively and defensively, you just walk away and say, what a floor general. I mean, he's just been tremendous. I mean, he is a tremendous leader for us.
He picks people's pockets. He's able to pass the ball around quite well. And when he's out of the game, it does not seem like there's as much of an impact on the floor. Teams tend to creep closer. Some of it has to do with foul trouble. You try to preserve it. I'm sure that's why you put him out of the game with the 2 fouls in the first half.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's always been my rule. And every time I mess around with the rule, I always end up, the guy gets 3 fouls, and all of a sudden now I'm upset with myself because, 2 in the first half, kind of sit. Sometimes we pick our spots to put him back in, but for the most part, no. I mean, he's just tremendous.
It was a very aggressive game, tons of fouls being provided throughout. Was that the objective, not just against Jansen, but against the aggressive play? Was that the objective against Moyne?
We put pressure on the ball against everybody. Foul's going to happen because we got to be aggressive. If you're aggressive, you play. But I mean, I thought the game was pretty good. There was one point in the first half, right? We put him on the foul line consistently, but that's okay.
2 lane violations, and that, I think you'll live with that at this point. You'll work on what you need to work on once the time comes. It was great having you on, Coach. Appreciate it for having you on the post-game show. I am Perry Miles. We'll continue with Coach Pittman in just a moment here on the Adelphi Sports Network, but it was a fantastic game overall for Adelphi, shooting very well from the field, more than 50%, knocked down their 3-pointers.